Hello everybody. What is up? What is going on? I am back with another predictions video for the 2020-2021 NFL season, and in this video I'm going to give you my predictions as far as the AFC Championship game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Set to take place tomorrow night. If in the event you haven't already, check out my predictions video for the NFC Championship game between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just like on that video, drop a comment, give it a thumbs up, let me know what you guys think, give me your predictions, and when this game is over, we get to see who goes to Super Bowl 55 to take on either the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Green Bay Packers. So, that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get this show on the road, and I apologize if this video doesn't come out all that well. I believe I extended my apologies also in my predictions video for the NFC Championship game. I want to get these done with as soon as I can. So here we go. The number 1 seed Kansas City Chiefs taking on the number 2 seed Buffalo Bills at Arrowhead Stadium. I find myself looking at the Buffalo Bills, and outside of the amazing connection between Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, and also Cole Beasley, if you want to consider him also a key player, quote unquote, for Buffalo on their offense. I don't see how the Buffalo Bills possibly have the firepower to try and keep up with the offense of Kansas City, even on paper. On the defensive side of the ball, Buffalo's got a rather underrated secondary. And they've struggled to cover tight ends all year, which I think is going to spell a big day for Travis Kelce. He has touchdown receptions in 5 straight games, and he hasn't caught fewer than 7 passes in the last 9 weeks. So I think number 87 is going to have a real field day with the defense on Buffalo. Kansas City, as far as their rushing game in Week 6, which took place in Buffalo, if I'm correct, they rushed for a season-high 245 yards, and the Bills played their safeties deep on many snaps and were determined not to let Tyreek Hill and other receivers beat them deep downfield. But they will certainly change strategies this time, but at what cost? That's going to be one of the many questions going into the game. Kansas City got just 1 pass play of more than 22 yards against the Buffalo Bills the last time around. Also going into this game, as far as that stat, it made me wonder, can the Buffalo Bills effectively slow the running game of the Kansas City Chiefs while still limiting the number of big pass plays? I don't think so, because both teams have come a long way since then. What happened in Week 6 was then, and what's going to be taking place tomorrow night is now. So, one thing, believe it or not, as far as Kansas City that actually concerns me is cornerback depth. Because if Rashad Fenton and Bashaud Breeland don't play, the Chiefs are going to be shorthanded behind the trio of projected starters. Any sign or signs of injury there could make things go bad on the defensive side of the ball and possibly turn the game into a real slugfest. But with Kansas City being the defending Super Bowl champs, they proved against the Cleveland Browns in the divisional round that even without their star quarterback in the interim, they were able to be successful in the midst of adversity and pull off a win. As we all know, going into the game with Cleveland, Patrick Mahomes Jr. was taken out and diagnosed with a concussion, and Chad Henne had to step in and take his place for the rest of the game. I'll get into that in a moment as far as the status of number 15, but I give Buffalo credit. They managed to slay every dragon from the team's history this year, and now they've got 2 left, pulling off a win in the AFC Championship game and going for a Super Bowl title. Josh Allen's virtually reinvented the franchise over the course of the season, in my opinion. And despite losing to Kansas City in Week 6, he looks absolutely poised to try and pull off the upset on Kansas City, if given the opportunity, that is. The Buffalo Bills, however, they'll definitely present a big challenge to Kansas City, even though Kansas City already beat Buffalo earlier in the year. Buffaloes have improved a lot since then. Excuse me, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Some say that they can see Buffalo's offense keeping up with the Chiefs' offense, which is going to result in a high-scoring game. I think so, but as I said before, I don't think Buffalo has the firepower to put up more points than what Kansas City will. Bottom line for me, though, Buffalo, undoubtedly, they're one of the better teams in the AFC. If they weren't, they wouldn't have gotten this far. Somebody else would be in their place instead. But from the perspective of talent and playoff experience, compared to that of the Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City is untouchable. And going back to what I said as far as Patrick Mahomes Jr. being taken out in the game against Cleveland, earlier in the week he cleared concussion protocols by the NFL, so that's good. He's 100%. He's cleared to play. He's going to suit up. He's going to take the field, and he's going to show Buffalo's defense what it is that he's really made of. So I think on the offensive side of the ball, Kansas City is going to have a real they're going to have a real blast messing with the defense of Buffalo. Yeah, he's going to be utilized to the fullest without any limitations. That's what I'm going to be looking forward to seeing the most. I don't expect the Chiefs' offense to have the same kind of efficiency running the football, even if Clyde Edwards-Helaire returns to the lineup. Also Le'Veon Bell, but because big plays made by the defensive line on Buffalo, they were able to stop Kansas City in the running attack at any and all chances. I think now they're really going to ratchet up the pressure. So I think going into this game, what Kansas City lacks in the running game as far as the offense, they're going to make up for in the aerial attack. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he makes his return to the lineup, and he plays a key factor as far as the rushing game, and he's the X factor. Even though this is his rookie year, I think he goes out there, he runs through Buffalo's defense, and he puts up more yards. But on the defensive side, big plays made by Chris Jones and Tyrann the Honey Badger Matthew. They're going to be vital in trying to slow down the connection of Stephon Diggs / Cole Beasley and Josh Allen. More so Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. But because that's the most dangerous duo that the Buffalo Bills have, so I think Steve Spagnuolo is going to scheme up some more ways on how to force Buffalo's offense to lean on other players. Devin Singletary, a running back, Dawson Knox, I believe is his name, at tight end. And there's another running back that they have on the roster. I forgot his name, but the way I see it, this matchup is going to be a close back and forth battle, but something tells me a late game drive orchestrated by Patrick Mahomes Jr. will eventually vault Kansas City to victory and another shot at the Super Bowl. So, speaking of going to another Super Bowl, the Chiefs are looking to be the first repeat Super Bowl champions since the 2003-2004 New England Patriots. And that's ending the longest stretch in NFL history without a repeat champion. But seeing as they're the 12th defending Super Bowl champion to host a conference championship game, and the prior 11 teams went 10-1, the only loss was by the 1990-1991 San Francisco 49ers. The Bills are trying to make it back to the Super Bowl for the first time since losing 4 straight from 1990 to 1993. They haven't won a title of any kind since the AFL Championship game in 1965. And their 0-4 record in Super Bowls is tied with the Vikings for the most appearances without a win. I do believe, though, the Chiefs are going to get the win, mostly because they're the most experienced team. And while I give kudos for Buffalo to making it this far, or while I give kudos to Buffalo for making it this far, I'm sorry, I still think they're a year or two away from true contention. That being said, my prediction, this game is going to be close, but I think the Chiefs pull off the win in the end. So, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment. Subscribe to my page on YouTube if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, and I will talk to you later. Be well, stay safe, have a good night. I'm out.